A few days ago, I learned the chairperson was going to be in town, and I think yesterday, so he told me he was in and he sent me his number. So I told him that the boys were around, and that's why we're here, to meet with him in person, and for him to know that the song we sent wasn't just a recording. We worked day and night to see that it comes out the way you're going to hear it. We worked day and night. We spent resources. We spent time to see that we come to this level. And inshallah, we are here today. We are here with our own chairperson. We are here to represent Nigeria. We are here to represent the Commonwealth, because whether I like it or not, we're ambassadors. And as one of the strongest affiliates of the Commonwealth, we know we're going to make Nigeria proud. Let me stop at that junction. I think it would be proper for our chairman to say a word to us before we give him the tablet. So I am sure he'll take it home, and the good people of the Commonwealth Secretariat will hear, and not just hear, they will see it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Well, before you give me the tablet, you have already injected me. You have already intimidated me by your outfits. I love to see young persons, young people dressing comprehensively. You know, I was intimidated by your outfits, honestly, and that's sign of a success. And because people say you are what you wear, you are addressed according to your dresses. Even though you address me as a chair, but I still don't look like a chair. All right, because of my dresses. But this is weekend anyway. But first, I want to acknowledge this gesture. And secondly, I want to thank you for sparing time to be with me this evening. And it's a great honor that more than 28 number of you feel that you should come and meet me here. I came into the country yesterday, like Prince mentioned. I've never met Prince. This is the second time I met him, isn't it? But I know Prince is a very passionate and very visionary young person. The person that we are always proud of knowing, and we always like to support and associate ourselves with. And I believe all of you, from the story I heard briefly about you, you equally share common traits, common feature with Prince. I'm sure from the history you told me, it's the young person, right? The brilliant CV you told me about you is really commendable. One thing about you is you are made of young people who already have what you call, you have already set apart for success in your life, even without the music. Some of you are doctors, some of you are engineers, some of you are very expertise in so many other fields of professions. But you decided to join together for a particular purpose. And that purpose is peace. That purpose is art. That purpose is professionalism. And I believe is what all of you share together. And that's why you found it easy for you to mingle and be as a team. Going back to history, when we did the Commonwealth Youth Music Competition, we sent out the invitation. We didn't know that a young team or a team of young people like you will apply. And when I watched the entries, I was moved by the wordings, the lyrics in your songs. And I believe the lyrics serve the purpose, what we needed in the competition. And from there, I believe you will make it to the top 5. Making it to the top 5 in the whole 53 Commonwealth countries, the first ever competition for music for peace. It's a great achievement. And like I said to Prince, it's not about being or winning the competition. Doing the music, going into the competition alone is a success. Because it's not everybody that can enter into such competition. I cannot just sing. It takes talent to sing. You all have this talent. Many don't have it. So it's a real opportunity you have, and you are making the best use of it. People are using their talents in arms. They are now, some of them were in creeks, some of them are now Boko Harams. They are threatening the lives of young people. They are young people like all of us here. They choose to be violent. But we have to show to the world that the Nigerian youths are not violent. Nigerian youths are united. Nigerian youths are after peace, harmony, tolerance, and understanding, which are the core values that uphold the Commonwealth as a family of nations. And we also have to support young people who choose the line for peace, harmony, and understanding. So when I saw your entry, I was moved, I was very happy, and you are selected as the top 5. I watched the video. I didn't see your faces. Like he said, it's not just a recording. Many people will think it was a recording because you didn't see your faces, things like that. So I can see with my eyes that it's a pure work of your talents. I want to congratulate you once more for being the people's winner in this competition. The people's winner, the first ever people's winner. And we look forward to seeing you in London in March 9th, where you will perform before the Queen, Her Majesty. And this is a turning point in your lives, all of you, that you sing, you perform before such an audience. It's not every single group or person that will have that rare opportunity to sing before the Queen. And this is the success, the fruit of your perseverance. I must not hear any stories that you struggle to come to this level. I know that there must be a struggle, the hurdles along the way, but you persevere. You are so patient to come to this stage. And I am sure this is not just the stopping point. You are going to rise. You are going to rise and rise and rise once you continue to be patient and perseverant. So 2 key things: be patient and persevere. Never lose hope. I myself, as a leader of the young people, 1.2 billion young people in the Commonwealth, I learned 2 things, which I believe if somebody could tell me this, I wouldn't have taken that lesson serious, or that advice as a serious. Somebody can tell me, be patient, persevere. I'll say, okay, good advice. But when you learn it by yourself through experience, then that advice will be inculcated into you. And I always want to share this experience with you, which I already told you, is to persevere in everything you do. And perseverance can only be achieved through patience. And the second one is to be optimistic. Believe in yourself. Believe in anything you can dream. As someone says, once you can think about it, it already exists. If it does not exist, you cannot even imagine it. So think of anything you want to be. And once you have perseverance, you have this patience, you will get there. So I want to see you one day singing, not only before the Queen, but singing before the world. The whole world will listen to you one day. And you will tell me I told you once that you will get there. I may not see your faces again. I might see your faces in television or in newspaper one day. And I believe as Nigerians, they have one thing. When it comes to competition, we are very, very good in competition. we put a lot of effort on that to make sure that we become the people's winner. That is a sacrifice all of you have done. It's a passion, because achievement is a motivation. Because you want to achieve, you want to succeed so that you can do more. And me and you, we share one thing for the young people in Nigeria. I have this rare opportunity that I know it's not my doing, that I was lucky to be the first person to be the president of the Commonwealth Youth Council. It's a success to Nigeria because whatever we do in this position, we reflect back on what the world think about Nigeria. If we do well in this position, the world will say it's a Nigerian. Nobody will even remember my name. They will say that when a Nigerian was in this position, he did this and that. So when young people in the future aspire to become anything in the world, they will also refer back to what we did here. So we are ambassadors of our country, whatever position. So if you go to London, wherever you go, remember that you are ambassadors of your country. So whatever outcome in any competition, in anything you go, anything you confront, just be good ambassadors. Remember that your attitude is very important towards how people define Nigeria and Nigerians. He told me about your antecedents, how you come to be in a group. I didn't know much about individual histories of yourselves, but I believe when you come together to showcase the good side of the young people are not just militants, we are peace promoters. And at this very important time in Nigeria, peace is the only thing we need. We need to understand ourselves. We need to tolerate and live in peace with one another. We are all not created equal. Everyone has his own unique character, feature, understanding, way of life. And we didn't decide that for ourselves. We just grow up and see ourselves being this way. We have to accept that. Some countries are only one set of people, one language, one religion, one tribe, one ethnicity. But some others are diverse. Diversity is a blessing once we know how to live together and tap from one another's strengths and understand others' weaknesses. At this very important time when we are coming to election, we must not, let me borrow the wordings of the United States Secretary of Foreign Affairs, what is his name? John Kerry. He said, we Nigerians, we must not only shun violence, we must promote peace. Anything that will promote peace, we have to do it. And singing is the best way to promote peace. And you have chosen that mode of preaching peace. And I encourage other young people as well to choose music as a way of education, information, and changing the society. Because young people listen, we understand, we feel the lyrics in our body when we hear the songs, when we hear what it's saying, and it takes away our emotions, and so music is very important. I want to congratulate you for being in this wonderful group of more than 28, and I wish you success in everything you do, even though you'll be going soon before we do our program in Abuja here. I think you will be traveling tomorrow. So we are going to do a program for the youth campaign against election violence. The Commonwealth, one of the core values of the Commonwealth is peace building. So we understand that in the recent elections we had in Nigeria, young people were killed. Because when election took place, people become frustrated, unhappy with the results, and they take arms, they start destroying properties, lives, which is not a solution. And these things are done by the young people themselves, and they end up to be the victims. And it's our responsibility to educate them, tell them that, no, whoever wins, let it be, as long as there is peace in the country. It's what we need. And there are procedures of complaint and process of challenging election results if you want. Don't take arms. Always, whatever you cannot achieve in peace, you cannot achieve it through violence. So this is a message we are preaching, And we want to ensure zero election violence in this election. And that's the message. Because with peace, everyone wins. Everyone is a winner, as long as there is peace. Because if we don't have peace, you see countries like Somalia, like Sierra Leone, how they were shattered. Look at Haiti, you know, disasters all over the world. There is no rest. But we are lucky we have it here. Why do we want to engage in violence? Because of politics? Because of someone, a politician? We made Nigeria, and whoever is going to rule will have to rule according to the wishes of the people. So the best activism we can do is to challenge government to do whatever it should do for the people. Everybody, let everybody be the president. But we as citizens, we have to know our democratic rights to challenge leaders to do what we want them to do, because they're there because of us. So I will not talk much, because I cannot wait to hear the beautiful song you have for us this evening. And thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in London imminently. Thank you so much.
Mr. Chairman, we want to thank you for your words of wisdom. You're one of the rare leaders that I love and long to be around, because your well of wisdom is just too full. And each time I'm with you, and I tap a whole lot. So once again, we thank you for this honor. We thank you, and we thank you. Before the choir sings, they say charity begins at home. As ambassadors of our country and the people's winner of the Commonwealth competition, I feel strongly that if the Commonwealth is coming down in person of the chairman to the country to host the program, we should be there. Charity begins at home. On that note, I think after the singing, after we're done,